Hello students, welcome in your fifth online session. So today we are going to discuss the exercise and the question answers of the chapter number 5 of bio science. So we are taking from a few of the questions we have discussed already. Now we are taking from page number 61. So this is your first question, index question, that is how substances like CO2 and water, substances like CO2 and water, 1 minute beta, CO2 and water moves in and out of the cell. How does CO2 and water moves in and out in the cell? So what happened? The substances like CO2 move in and out of the cell by the process called diffusion. Diffusion, as we have discussed in the first session, that is from a region of high concentration to a region where concentration is low. So diffusion process is used when CO2 moves in or out of gaseous exchange. Oxygen moves in and CO2 moves out. Diffusion process is used, and in this diffusion process the substances moves from high concentration region to lower concentration region. And how the water moves? Water moves from the by the process of osmosis. Now the next question is, why is plasma membrane called selectively permeable membrane? So plasma membrane is called selectively permeable membrane because it allows entry and exit of some material in and out of the cell and prevent the movement of some of materials through it. That is why it is called selectively permeable membrane. Now it comes to page number 63. I am giving you the written content in form of PDF. The answers of these questions in form of written format, PDF file. So don't worry about it. We will discuss only here, and you can write the question answers from your PDF. So the question is, what is the difference between prokaryotic and eukaryotic cells? So prokaryotic and eukaryotic cells have lots of differences. First of all, their size. A prokaryotic cell is generally small. It is about 1 to 10 micrometer. Clear? While eukaryotic cell, they are comparatively larger and they are about 5 to 100 micrometer. Is it clear? Their size. And in prokaryotic cell, in prokaryotic nuclear region, I have given the structure of bacteria in your first session. The nuclear region is poorly defined. No clear nuclear membrane, and the nuclear region is considered as nucleoid. Whereas in eukaryotic cell, it is well defined nucleus. It is well defined nucleus, and it is surrounded by nuclear membrane. And in prokaryotic cell, chromosomes are only single chromosome. There may be many chromosomes. And in prokaryotic cell, there is membrane bound cell organelles are absent, where so many membrane bound cell organelles are present as mitochondria, lysosome, endoplasmic reticulum, Golgi apparatus. They all are present in eukaryotic cells. The third question, that is on page number 65. Can you name the two organelles we have studied that contain their own genetic material? Yes, they are mitochondria, and one is mitochondria and another one is plastids. First is mitochondria and another one is plastid. So plastids are having their own genetic material, that is DNA. Is it clear? Then now the next question is, if the next question is, what happen if the cell organization, we will see the question from here. The question is, the organization of cell is destroyed due to some physical or chemical influence. What will happen? क्या होगा? ठीक है? If the organization of cell destroyed, then what will happen? When plasma membrane rupture or breakdown, the content of cell come out. Lysosomes, I have discussed it before. Lysosomes which are having digestive enzyme lactic acid, they lysosome also burst and they may digest the complete cellular material, or cytoplasm, it can be digested by the, and one more thing, if the cell or plasma membrane rupture, breakdown, then all the general operation or the basic functions will not be carried out by the cell. Is it clear, beta? Which operation are not carried out by the cell? They are respiration, excretion, nutrition. They are not performed by the cell. Now it is the next question. Why lysosomes are known as suicide? Yes, very good question. Why lysosomes known as suicide bags of the cell? The lysosomes are having digestive enzyme, that is lactic acid. And what are the worn out cell organelles or any foreign material that enters into the cell? They all are being digested by lysosomes. And in any case, in a case when the when cell destroy due to any reason, then what will happen? The lysosomes also burst. They burst and they digest the complete cell itself. They digest their own cells. That is why they are known as suicide bag of the cell. Where are protein are synthesized? As we have discussed, endoplasmic reticulum, rough endoplasmic reticulum are having the ribosomes. Clear? Rough endoplasmic reticulums are having ribosomes, and ribosomes, some of the ribosomes are also present in cytoplasm. So lysosomes are the protein factories. They are protein factories. So protein is synthesized in the ribosomes. Now these are the exercise questions. What is the comparison? You have to write the comparison between the plant cell and the animal cell and all that. Then we will see all these over here. Exercise question. So plant cell, animal cell, I have already discussed in the last chapter. You will write from here. And prokaryotic, eukaryotic, we have already discussed in the same class. And now, what happened when plasma membrane rupture or breakdown? Again the same thing. When plasma membrane rupture or breakdown, the cell content come out, lysosomes may burst and digest the own cellular organelles. Then what would happen to the life of a cell if there was no Golgi apparatus? If there was no Golgi apparatus, in this case lysosomes could not be formed. Do you know how lysosomes are formed? Actually, the Golgi apparatus work as a transportation of the protein which was created in ribosomes of rough endoplasmic reticulum. and they are transported to various parts of within the cell or outside the cell with the help of Golgi apparatus. So when the proteins are packed and dispatched within the cell, they work as lysosomes. So the protein which are prepared by rough endoplasmic reticulum, ribosomes, they are transported through Golgi apparatus, and Golgi apparatus transport it within the cell and outside the cell. These proteins which remains within the cell, they works as lysosomes. So what will happen? If there is no Golgi apparatus in the cell, lysosomes could not be formed. There could be and it could not be excretion or foreign material might accumulate in the cell. Okay? Because lysosome digest all these things. If they are not present, so the foreign material will accumulate in the cell. Next one, beta. Which organelle is known as powerhouse of the cell and why? The mitochondria. We have discussed in our previous classes, mitochondria are known as powerhouse of the cell because mitochondria is the place, is the site of cellular respiration where energy in form of ATP. Energy currency is what? Energy currency is ATP, adenosine triphosphate. Energy is released in form of ATP by the oxidation of carbohydrate of the fats. Clear? That is why this is known as mitochondria is known as powerhouse of the cell. Next question. How does the amoeba obtain its food? Amoeba obtain its food by the process is called as endocytosis. This process, using this process, the cell engulfs the food and other material from the external environment due to the flexibility of the its cell membrane. And next, osmosis, you all know, we have discussed before also. Osmosis is the process of water moves from high concentration, water concentration region to lower water concentration region through the semi-permeable membrane. That is why it is called as osmosis. Now this is an activity, you will carry out this activity. I have given the result also, but you will notice down this result by your own and you write the same activity in your notebook. Write down all these questions in your notebook, beta. Learn it well, and I am sending you one of the worksheet. After revising the complete chapter, you will solve that worksheet. Okay? Okay, bachcho. Bye.